Do you know that more than 100,000 airplanes are flying in the skies around the world every single day? Even right now, at this very moment, one of them is probably passing over your city and you don't even realize it. But have you ever wondered how such massive, fast, and powerful machines are actually made? An airplane contains more than 3 million parts, and every single part plays a critical role. Assembling all of them requires years of effort, thousands of engineers, and a massive factory that can be as large as a small city. This is something you're not usually taught in everyday life, and today I'm going to show you exactly that. So before we move forward, make sure to like the video, sit back and relax, because after this, you'll never look at airplanes the same way again. The process begins with a drawing board, or in today's world, a large computer screen. Whenever a new airplane is developed, a team of engineers first decides what it will be like. How many passengers will it carry? How much weight can it handle? How far will it fly? What will its speed be? All of these questions are answered first. Then comes the design phase, where every part is created in precise detail on a computer. Since a large airplane has over 3 million parts, you can imagine how complex the planning is. The size, weight, and position of each part are predetermined. Even a single design flaw can affect the balance of the entire aircraft. That's why this stage takes years with repeated testing and simulations. High winds, engine failure, every possible scenario is tested in advance. Once the design is complete, the manufacturing phase begins. This requires enormous factories. Companies like Boeing and Airbus have facilities so large they can fit entire towns inside. Airplanes are built using materials like steel, aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is especially important because it is both strong and lightweight, which helps reduce fuel consumption. Each material is tested under extreme conditions, such as temperatures as low as -60 degrees or intense heat. Once everything passes testing, the real assembly begins. First, the fuselage, the main body of the aircraft, is built, the part where passengers sit. It is not made in one place. Different sections are manufactured in different countries, like the United States, Japan, and Italy, then brought together for assembly. Joining these parts is extremely precise work. Even a 1 millimeter error is unacceptable. About 500,000 rivets are used just to assemble the fuselage, and each one is carefully checked. Next comes the internal wiring, which, if stretched out, could reach from Paris to London. Then insulation, flooring, and windows are installed, designed to withstand extreme pressure. After that come the wings, which are the heart of the airplane. Without wings, an aircraft is just a box. Inside the wings is a strong structure made up of ribs and spars. Their design allows air to flow in a way that creates lift, enabling the aircraft to rise. This is based on Bernoulli's principle. The wings also store fuel and contain control surfaces like flaps and ailerons, which help during landing and turning. Now let's talk about the engines, which push the aircraft forward. Large airplanes usually have 2 or 4 engines mounted under the wings. These engines are built by companies like Rolls-Royce, GE, and Pratt & Whitney. A single engine can cost millions. The engine pulls in air, compresses it, mixes it with fuel, ignites it, and expels it at high speed from the back. This process is called jet propulsion. Attaching the engine to the wing is extremely delicate because of the weight and vibration involved. Next comes the landing gear, which retracts after takeoff and extends during landing. It uses powerful hydraulic systems to absorb impact. Then the interior is installed: seats, overhead bins, bathrooms, and kitchens, all carefully arranged. After that, final checks begin, where electrical, hydraulic, fuel, and communication systems are thoroughly tested. Finally comes the most exciting moment, the first flight. The aircraft races down the runway, engines roaring, and lifts off into the sky. Test pilots push it to its limits under every possible condition. Once all tests are passed, government approval is granted. The aircraft is then painted, the airline logo is added, and it begins its new life. Just think, the airplane you travel in is the result of someone's hard work, dreams, and engineering. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because many more fascinating stories are coming your way.